Lady Pomme, a story improvised by Sterling Wolfe. Any names, places, events mentioned in the story are completely fictional, and any relations to real people, places, events, etc., as always, are purely coincidental. I remember a year ago or so, I was walking home from school on it was a Friday. It had to be a Friday. Um, The I was pretty used to walking to and from school. It was about 20 minutes, but today the lovely September weather had other plans. There was some horrible storms spurring up, and I there weren't really any or many houses on the way to and from school. So I had to just find the nearest place I could go and just hide there for the night. So I happened across this abandoned looking house. It looked about 2 stories tall. Think there was a little bit of paint chipping off the sides, but it didn't look like it was going to crush underneath its own weight, and I figured that'd be good enough. So I went inside, and it was a little messy. The furniture was a little askew. It was kind of dusty, but really it was better than, being stuck out in the weather. And I'm pretty lucky I got in, because as soon as I went in that house, it started raining. So I was walking around a bit. I happened into the kitchen, and I heard someone from behind me say, "Oh, hello. What are you doing in my house? It's been so long since I've had visitors," or something along those lines. And my heart dropped because I just thought, oh no, I just broke into somebody's house. So I turn around and I see this sort of short looking lady, and she comes over and asks again um what I'm doing here, and I tell her that I'm really sorry for breaking into your house. I needed to get out of the storm. It looked like it was going to be awful out that day, and I couldn't get to any other house in time. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. I have it's nice to have company anyway." So we'd start talking a bit, and we'd start passing stories between each other, and I find out her name was Lady Pomme. She said that she immigrated here, the area, when she was very young, or her parents immigrated with her, and she had learned to sew. And growing up, that was something she had really loved to do. So when time came, she opened her own little sewing business and clothing boutique, and worked it with her husband until he sort of died. She told me that the cigarettes caught up with him, supposedly, and then she sort of had to work in a factory once the business went under, until she could retire. And I sort of asked her, "Well, why are you living here?" And she told me she didn't really need any help living on her own, even, and she didn't really have many grandkids to live with either, which is, kind of sad to hear. But anyway, we I told her about myself a bit, and we had a very nice couple conversations. Jumped around a lot of topics. And I did remember asking her if her name was really Lady Pomme, or something along the lines, and she said that it was a childhood nickname given to her because her face was always so red. So after about an hour, I got a message from my parents, and I realized I needed to let them know I was alive. So I texted them. I was like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay, I swear. I just got caught in the storm, and I'm at a friend's house because I didn't want to tell them about how I broke into somebody's home. They're like, "Okay, just come back when the storm is over, please." I was like, "Okay." So I spent the day there. She offered to cook for us both, but when I saw the ingredients, I'm gonna be as nice as I can. I didn't exactly trust that those were not rotting. So I told her it's fine. I have some snacks that I have in my bag at any given moment. So I just ate those while she made herself some food. And the I'm really glad I got out of the storm, by the way. Like, I think there was some point where there was hail and it was hot out. I don't understand how that happened, but least of my problems. So, night comes and I ask if there's anywhere I can stay since the storm isn't gonna let up. And she says, "Oh, you can stay in the guest room upstairs." And I go up and the guest room is the guest room's nice. It was still pretty dusty. The furniture was a bit askew, as like I mentioned before. And when I pulled the covers off the bed, I thought I saw something move. I wasn't gonna risk it. I just grabbed a blanket, set it on the floor, and used my backpack as a pillow for the night. Um, Morning comes along, um, and things are fine. The storm is gone. There's a lot of puddles. Like, there's some like very deep waters outside. That's what I get for living in a hilly area, I guess. But I wake up, I go downstairs, and she's making food. We talk a little more, and I tell her, it's been really nice to stay here, but I need to get home to my parents because they're gonna be worried about me. And she's like, "All right," and we say our goodbyes. And I head out of the house. I'm walking down the road and someone passes by me and they happen to like notice I have a school bag or something, and they say, "Hey, are you why do you have a school bag? It's a Saturday." And I tell them, "Oh, I am actually coming home from school. I got stuck in the storm, so I had to stay at the house over there." They say, "What house?" Which is weird. So I say, "Oh, I was staying at Lady Pomme's house." They're like, "Who?" Now this is getting really weird. So I say, "Oh, Lady Pomme. She lives like within visual range over there." And they say, "No, no, no. You don't understand. Lady Pomme died in a house fire 3 years ago. There is no house." And I say, "What do you mean?" And I turn around to show them the house, and there was just a burnt pile of ash.